Hey guys, welcome back. We're creating the look that you just saw, and we're starting out with the Master Prime Primer. I've tried to use products that I've had in my collection for a while. Nothing is new, and we've pretty much used everything at one point or the other. And for foundation today, I'm also going in with my trusted L'Oreal True Match. I'll leave all the shade names down below, so please be sure to check that out. And once again, I'm just dotting that all over my face and then just using a brush to blend that out. I did put just about 2 layers just in the areas where I have freckles, just to cover that up a little bit. And then following this, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Again, shade names down below. And using a brush to blend that out as well. And I'm just going to add a tiny little dot in my inner corner as a second layer. I have been doing this off late just because I feel like with the dermatitis, my skin, my under eyes are a little bit more darker, so I just add a tiny little bit in my inner corner, and again blending that out with a brush, and then using the warmth of my fingers to just blend that in, sort of melt it into my skin. I feel like that's the best way to do it for me at the moment. And then going in with the Fit Me powder, and today I'm actually baking. I'm just kind of changing it up a little bit, so just baking around my under eyes, a little bit around my smile lines as well, because I do tend to crease, and then just general places where I would normally highlight, and then using my Fresh and Flawless powder and just placing that everywhere else on my face. And then I'm going to leave my under eye area to bake a little bit longer, but I'm just going to take off that bake with that powder. And for bronzer today, we're using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish. Don't remember the shade name, but using that to bronze up my face. Just the usual places that I normally do, jawline, forehead, nose, or a little bit above my cheekbones, or the hollows of my cheekbones basically. And then following that, I am actually going to be going in with one of my all-time favorite blushes. I haven't used this in a long time, and I just felt like I had to. So this is the Essence Matte Touch Blush, and I'm using my trusted old e.l.f. Duo Fiber brush to apply that. And then for my primer on my eyes, I'm using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm actually trying to get through this because I absolutely love the Painterly one, and I cannot wait to sort of dig into that one. So just using that to apply on my eyelids, and then I used a brush to place that, and then my fingers to melt it in, and then taking the sponge to just kind of set the eyelids. And then I did my brows off camera. This pencil is absolutely horrendous, so don't use it. I don't recommend it. But today we're using the Morphe Natural Glow palette. Again, I'll leave it down below, and I'm just using the shades that I've pointed out. There are no shade names. If there were, I think they were on like that plastic sleeve which I threw out, so just go off the shades that I'm pointing. I sort of wanted to do like wearable smoky eye kind of a thing. I've been doing a little bit too glam looks off late, I feel like. I mean, not something that I normally do, but I kind of wanted to throw it back a little bit and do something more wearable, more smoky. I think it's great for like brunch or even like date nights, just something soft and simple. And I'm just switching between brushes as I go as well. So keeping it very simple. I would say it's almost like a brownish sort of a smoky eye. I do play up the eyeliner, and do recommend like Falsies mascara if you've got one. I just went in with like a heavy hand when it came to mascara, but I just made sure that everything was very nicely blended. No harsh edges, no harsh lines, there was no separation between shadows or anything like that, so I just made sure that everything was really nice and seamless. And I did keep it very, very soft in the outer corners as well. So you'll see me switching between brushes to just make sure that there was, just a seamless blend between shadows, to say so. And then going in with that shimmery shadow, I could have very well used my fingers to get a little bit more intensity out of that shadow. But like I said, I wanted to keep everything soft. So I went in with that brush and I just made sure that I was building up that shadow with the brush, and then just made sure everything was again blended. And then I'm taking my bake off so that I can focus on my under eye area, and I'm just taking that crease shadow and placing that on my lower lash line. And I make sure that the outer edges are connected between the lower and the lower lash line and the winged sort of effect that we had outside. I did try to place that shadow in my inner corners as well, but I didn't quite like it, so I went in with this lighter shadow that I was going to use in my inner corners, and I took that a little bit lower as well. And then I did wing out my eyeliner. It doesn't show as much on here, but I did wing it out a little bit more than usual. And then I'm using the Collossal kajal to tightline and also on my waterline. And then just to deepen up the lower lash line, I'm going in with the first shadow just to kind of create a little bit more depth in my lower lash line. And then I felt like I needed a little bit more after that bake, so I added some more bronzer around my face. I just felt like the eyes sort of called for a little bit more intense bronzer look on the face. So again, just where I'd bronzed before, same areas. And then I'm going in with my Tourmaline, that's the only name I remember, Tourmaline highlighter, and highlighting the high points of my face. I didn't go too ham with this one today, just a nice soft highlight all over, not all over, but like high points. I do always tend to do my temples and my, I did a tiny little bit on my forehead as well, just whatever was left on the brush. I just took that up on my forehead as well, just in the center. And then setting everything with the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. Love this one. And I did just use my hand fan to just dry that up. And then I am going to curl my lashes. Now this is key because you just kind of want that fluttery sort of a lash effect. And then I use the Wonderfully Real mascara by Rimmel. I'm going in with the Essence lip liner and just lining my lips. I did not fill them in today per se, but I just did line them with that pencil liner. Sorry about the lighting change. I changed up the battery because it died, and somehow this is what we ended up with, so I do apologize. And then for my lipstick today, I am going in with the Too Faced, I think it's called Suck It lip color. My lips were a little bit dry, so I felt like I needed a little bit extra, so I ended up going in with this Covergirl chubby sticks sort of thing, and I did apply that on top just to kind of give it that creamy effect. But that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, please do not forget to like this video and share it, and also subscribe to my channel if you find these videos useful and helpful. Once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Until next time. Bye.